Oh my god.
And start recording,
Sorry!
You guys.
You know you love us.
Should I be hearing music right now?
Pardon?
No.
Hearing music,
That's
that's
Cool.
not.
Maybe
We'll
hearing
take
music.
there then.
Yeah, I do the recap first and then we play the music. And let me know if it's too loud, okay, Luna?
If it is, I can turn it down on my end.
Yep. And to all those watching when this thing is up on YouTube in a number of months, we have a special guest today, the Lunacova himself.
Excellent. You got my name right.
Behold the chaotic crow himself.
Raven!
Oops. Sorry.
Also, why does everyone always forget the wolf part?
I accidentally forget that.
Can we let Cat recap, please?
Yes, we got.
Indeed.
Yeah, so the last time we were here, the party went to the mayor's house only to discover that the ships are no longer in use due to the war that's happening between Celius and Bess. Running out of options and getting a good tip, they struck a deal with the slippery eel boss himself to book passage on a ship and to hopefully find their next artifact. So we will begin the very next morning, and everyone in the party has had a long rest. And after a pretty good breakfast, you all head to the docks.
Everyone have a good night's sleep?
First time in a while? Yeah.
You certainly needed it, Siren.
We currently don't have time for it, so let's get moving.
Fair enough. And before I forget, Quinn, got a gift for you. And from out of her pocket, she holds one of the Blake rings that she had commissioned.
What's that for?
It's for you. Whenever you need it in clutch.
Do I just put it on?
Yep.
Quick question, out of character, how heavy is the ring?
Not that heavy at all.
So
Like
what,
a ring, basically, a ring within D&D basically weighs nothing, but you can just legit put on your finger.
Yeah, you know what? I don't think I'll just put anything for it. Never mind. Just wanted to double check. Sorry.
You're good.
Yep, and near the docks of the deck, you see this giant, 3-story ship with giant sails, and has that old wood smell to it.
Whoa, that's huge.
Agreed.
Hold your elbows, Null. It says in a low voice, I think he's compensated for something.
I don't know about that.
You know,
Can't speak for myself. I haven't been on the water all that much.
I was tempted to say that's what she said in response to Selector's comment.
Yeah, but Ogman is gonna speak up. Speaking of which, though, I thought he said we'd be having someone that'd be directing us to the boat. So you can see the boat, so hopefully the captain isn't that much of a jerk. really help. They didn't really specify what he looked like.
We did say he'd make his presence known.
He never really said, though, if that was a good thing or bad thing, though.
True. Let's just get going.
For all we know, he could be a psychotic.
Can
Let's
we
get
not
moving,
jump
though,
to
guys.
conclusions, please?
Agreed.
Agreed.
We've done that a plethora of times within our past.
Let's just get going. And he's going to pretty much, just through body language, usher the group to the end of the dock.
Ah!
No, that's my fault.
Darn
Sorry.
it.
We need to do that dance. We need to do that dance.
How ironic is that?
We need to learn how to walk.
When did we become infants?
The moment Lunacova appeared, that's when.
We love you, Lunacova.
Sorry, I just saw a message from Jorgen. What was that?
The joke was, when did we start walking like infants? And my response was, when the Lunacova showed up.
Eddie Gaze! Please say that we at least see somewhat or something. Or hear some emotion.
You do see a group of people talking in front of you. You see what looks to be a guard talking to a woman with wild red hair, blue trench coat with what looks like multicolored feathers on the shoulders, and a really big hat with matching feathers. Standing next to this big guy with a dark green trench coat, sleek blonde hair, and what looks to be a tattoo of a ship on his arm, on his left arm.
Hello, dear! The woman with the big white hat is my character!
Yes.
Is that voice? Luna, really?
Now I'm just fucking with you.
Damn, they're giving me a heart attack.
Stop taking yourself so seriously, Selector.
Oh,
Yeah.
the lady does turn to look at all of you walking up and going, "Oh, hi, hello, darlings. Are you the new package I'm supposed to deliver?"
Yes.
Quite an odd bunch you are.
We
Some-
had a lot.
Certainly not the group of people I would imagine bringing across the sea. I hope you're not just using my services just to sightsee.
No, it's more than that.
Well, definitely not my business to get any unnecessary details. As long as I get paid, that's good enough for me.
So, how are we getting on? 'Cause I don't see a ramp up right now.
Oh, the ramp will be up momentarily as soon as they finish up building with the cranes. We can either go up by plank, or we could fit you into one of the crates if you feel more adventurous.
I prefer plank.
Ah, y'all only live once. Stop being a barrel lass.
Oh boy.
We'll see if there's one available. And she looks to the man who's going, you might want to get 2 for that guy. 1 for him and 1 for his hair.
Apologies. My apologies. We haven't gotten a name.
However, though, I think it'd be rude for us not to give our own.
Fair enough.
It's going to approach her and outstretch a hand. Ogman.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Ackman.
And we'll do the same. Hello there, my name's Gwen.
Pleasure to meet you.
From behind Holnier's ridiculously large hair, the captain will just hear Nephrite. My name is Nephrite, and the bird on my shoulder is Suri. The young man who apparently wants to be stuffed in the same thing he drinks is Holnier.
Like, I'm not, I may be young compared to most dwarves, but I'm older than you.
Take it as a compliment.
I'm Cortana. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Null Rumac. Art to meet you, ma'am.
And Elise, you introduce yourself?
Yes, I'm Elise.
Mm-hmm. And, who's that one in the back? And all of you turn around and you see someone coming up the plank. Luna, you care to introduce yourself?
Of course. One question. What time of the day is it at the moment? Is it morning, afternoon, evening?
Morning.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. I assume you're the group that was hired by the Slippery One?
Yes. I say curiously.
He walks forward, and the thing about him is, you'd say he's probably about average height and weight. He's got brown hair, brown eyes, you think, but if someone asked you at about an hour later, unless you were looking at him, you probably couldn't remember. The thing about him is he looks like the most generic, ordinary person you can imagine. Nothing about him actually stands out. His entire appearance is completely forgettable. You'd lose him in a crowd in seconds. If he was standing right next to you and didn't say a thing, you'd probably forget he was even there. I was sent by the Slippery One to assist you, if you would have me on board.
It was part of the contract.
May we have a name? Or alias?
Zachariah Lucas. Though if you're looking for aliases, most call me the Saber.
Really? Why did they call you the Saber?
He just looks down towards the saber at his hilt. I'm good at what I do. And you and your names?
Just to save on time, everyone introduces themselves to Saber?
Yeah, just to save on time.
Yeah.
Pleased to meet you all. Shall we?
Yeah.
And he's gonna follow after them.
Yep. Well, it's a pleasure to find you on the crew. I'm Captain Hawk. I'll be your tour guide, chauffeur, camp counselor, whatever you want to call it. Just one rule on the ship. The captain's word is law. You sing when I want you to sing. You scrub the deck if I need you to scrub the deck. This is not a cruise. This is a ship. You all understand that?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
you want the ship shape.
Yes, sir.
I'm just gonna give a polite nod.
Alright, I'm gonna go over there and talk to this handsome guard for a bit. You're gonna follow first mate Cole and those who want to go on plank. Otherwise, if you rather go by barrow or box, you guys will need to roll a stealth check.
So a little bit of save on time. End of the dock for those not wanting to go in a barrel, sort of idea.
Yep.
Fun if I was kind of kidding on the barrel thing.
Quest being covered by Zuri.
Saber's just gonna go whatever's the most efficient route onto the ship.
Give me one moment. Okay. So you all follow first mate Cole down, up onto the deck, and down a couple of stairs to the lower deck. And give me one moment.
So, new map.
I hope we don't have to find a Kraken.
Okay, so altogether you guys go down to the lower deck of the ship, where first mate Cole takes you to a back area with this wooden wall. He pushes against the wall and it opens up to a room behind it and ushers all of you inside. And then he asks you to please wait and be quiet for a bit as he closes the door in front of you. Yep, so all of you are at the bottom left
Bottom
right
left.
now.
Gotcha.
And first it feels like 10 minutes just waiting, and then it turns into half an hour to almost an hour. You hear a lot of scraping, a lot of heavy floorboards creak above you as you wait in this room. Do you guys want to do anything in this room, or?
I mean, I would joke around and say, what can we do in this room? There's not a lot of space.
I know what I'm doing. Augment's gonna go towards back wall. Avalon in his hands / left and is just gonna meditate.
Yeah. Is this a bed?
It's more like hammocks.
Oh.
Yay, you got the good part of the Navy.
Volnir is gonna go sit in a corner, pull out a little knife and a bone, and start idling, just doing some scrimshawing.
Null's gonna go over to this hammock and he's gonna pull out his book and just read 2 chapters.
Nephrite is just going to instruct Zuri to be on guard duty in the middle of the room. And just sit down and look back at her notes.
Anything Saber wants to do?
Saber has pulled out a deck of cards and is just he's more like looking through them.
Yep. As you guys do your things, you suddenly feel like a big lunge forward.
Oh, come on, I was getting to the good part.
Yep. The lunge forward throws some of you off balance a bit as you hear the creaking getting a little louder.
Armin stops meditating and he's gonna take a few quiet steps forward, but be on guard. Not towards the Saber, but in case anything in the room happens.
Well, Zuri is just gonna hop right beside you, keeping pace in case anything happens.
You hear a lot more creaking, especially from like the sideboards of the room, until you hear a bigger creak coming from over here.
Null's gonna just step off his hammock for crimony's sake.
Okay, but and Nephrite's just going to get off of the hammock and take a peek. She's not really trying to open the door all the way to where she can see the source. She's just trying to open it a bit so she can take a peek at what's going on.
You see a giant door open up as a girl comes through. A girl with tangled red hair and a green dress.
And closing the door from the peak.
Please make sure you don't slam it.
It's open a crack. She's not gonna slam it.
You suddenly hear knocking at your door.
Does anyone else want to open the door, or do you want to leave this to somebody who can talk?
I can open it if you want.
If you want someone to talk, I'm willing to step forward.
Guys, this could be a safety check. I wanted to see if this is a fake wall. We don't want to be exposed.
How do you want to take lead?
There's another knock.
Leaving it to Noah because he's the more charismatic of us all.
Or as the saying goes, this could be a check. Remember, we're trying to be smuggled. We're not trying to do this legitimately. So this could
Maybe someone who's part of the,
if they were,
working for Captain Hawk.
And if they knew, they'd open it. They wouldn't just knock on the door.
There's a third knock. You guys are not asleep in there, are you?
Okay.
Then they, Null steps forward. Yeah, we're
Well,
we're fine.
that shows that she's part of the crew. May as well answer her.
Yeah, we're fine. Is there something wrong?
Nope, just letting you know that we're off the dock now. You're free to roam around the ship now.
Oh, well, we aren't. Well, technically, we aren't hiding in crates and whatnot, so we are kind of passengers. So, I think we're good.
I'll go see if the captain needs anything done on the deck.
Yep,
Remember what you said when we got on.
Guys, get ready because this is a big map.
Oh yeah, Jeepers!
Holy frickin' crap!
Not that bad.
Not that bad, but you actually got the dynamics of the ship during these times accurate.
Oh, I take that back. I just saw the rest of the floor, so I'm like, oi.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'll say, oh, it's not that big. I'm sorry, we got the top deck along with the crow's nest. We got the main deck with the quartermaster, the boatswain mate, and so on.
I thought those were like a fleet of ships.
Nope, they're all different floors. I thought this would be a lot easier than keep switching from map to map.
Ain't wrong about
Which
that.
it is.
Yeah. This has been what Cat's been doing recently for our group. It's just one giant map for an entire building.
That makes sense.
Yep.
Also, there's a small smile on Saber's face. You're all new to this, aren't you?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Smuggled, yeah.
Hang on,
It's not the craziest thing I've done.
Oh really, what's the craziest thing you've done?
You don't want to know.
Answer for a later date.
And I haven't been on the ocean all that much myself.
This is actually
like
my
Never been on a ship.
This is.
Yep.
I'm completely new to all of this.
So,
I am.
Be
curious
honest,
about
never
the
been on a ship. Anyway, anybody want to try and roam to figure out where they want to go?
yeah, Null's gonna go to the crew member and just ask her, do you know where the galley is? I'm a bit of a cook, and you want to join me, Holnir?
Hiya, Zongi.
As long as we're supposed to be working here, it's the best place for us to be working.
Yep. It should be on the middle deck. Follow me.
And we shall just fast travel right up there.
Mhm.
Oh, before Noel and Honio go, you guys need help with cooking?
Well, as long as we can learn how to do it.
We don't have much in
You
the
got
way
it.
of cooking supplies and all that, so.
I have some of my own, but as far as ingredients go, we'll make do what we have.
You guys are
I keep a lot of things in my bag. I've got some cookware.
You guys are seriously gonna hold that cooking incident over my head, aren't you?
It's not
As a player, yes.
just. It'll take some time, Quinn. We'll start off with cookies, and I'll help you. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, Blight told me an old folktale about an old race of elves that used to love make cookies.
Out of character, really, Storm?
I hate you.
I hate
hate
you
you.
too.
I hate
Yes,
you.
yeah, the Keebler elves. I'm sorry. I'm awful.
I don't get it.
Anyways,
Well, if you don't really want me to help, I guess I can see what's on the main deck, I guess?
well, don't worry. Like I said, but we'll work. You'll work your way up. I'll help you learn.
Thanks. Quinn goes up to the main deck.
So again, I'm.
Hey, O'Neill.
Alright, so we got some people all over the place here.
Yep.
With Nephrite keeping Elise company with him studying new spells and opening herself to answer a few questions from Saber within her abilities.
Right, so we have you guys doing your little RPG. We got Holnir and Null in a really, really makeshift kitchen here.
Not the best conditions, but we'll make do.
Aye, Azonge.
Okay, so when you two are ready, roll your cooking utensils with disadvantage.
Oh,
Wait a minute, couldn't one help the other? That way they get a normal roll?
Either only one of you can roll normal, or you both roll at disadvantage.
let's both roll disadvantage. I'm curious.
Oh no.
Yeah, I know. Oh,
If this ends up like what happened
I
with
got
that
it.
and soup, don't blame me.
What do you mean you got it? That wasn't a 12.
Look
yes,
at
it
home
was.
there.
It was-
Holnir,
Oh, yeah, Margaret. I don't know why my computer's on dark mode for the rolls, but meh.
Continuing on.
yeah,
Yeah.
so you both quickly find out that there's not that a lot of food that you guys can cook to make your normal meals. So you end up using some stuff from Holnir's luggage to cook pretty okay meals for the whole crew.
Yep.
Nah.
Quick out of character to my own character. Move, Chef Boy.
What do you mean move? Chef Boyardee's?
Boy, this stuff
Yeah.
is good.
Also, just a quick thing for anyone who wants to roleplay with me.
Yes?
I kind of find it hard to concentrate on reading the sidebar and listening to what's being said at the same time. And also, I am playing Minecraft at the same time as the RPG because that helps me concentrate on what's being said. So sidebar might not be... So if you're trying to get my attention, sidebar's probably not the best place to do it. You may want to just say it.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. I like to put in the side chat on who is where, so that way Cat is made aware.
Yep, I see. I see.
Know that some people have tried to message me in the sidebar. So just
Okay.
doing that.
Mhm.
The only thing I said was that I live downtown and there's a lot of street noise, so I'm muted most of the time.
Yeah, I get you.
So whenever Elise does have a question intended for Saber, I can read it off.
And if you guys want to take, the moment to, do a good RP, just let me know, okay?
Because for now, we can wait for everybody else to do their thing, and then me, Luna, and Dragon could do our little Q&A. So since cooking's already done, Ogden and Quinn is up next.
Okay. So, as I said earlier in side chat, the first mate. Anything I can do to help?
Tell me, how much, boat knowledge do you have?
Sadly, this is my first time out on the sea. Sorry.
Yeah, unless you have someone who can train you, it'll be the equivalent of asking... Pardon?
It won't come in. You have to eat around the same way you do
Oh,
this whole-
someone. Selector, you. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't do too much.
So back to the conversation at hand. Unless you have prior boat knowledge, it'll be asking a 3-year-old to put together a tricycle.
Fair enough. So I'll just head down to the lower decks and just wait there if that is alright.
Yes, sir. Yes, you can go there if you like. Just try not to get in any of the crew's way.
Alright. I'm gonna give a polite nod and return to the room. So, giving pretty much everyone they need their time to do their own thing, so.
And yes, Glenn, you managed to see a drow woman up on deck. And she looks at you and going, "Oh! Are you a tiefling or a drow?"
Wow.
Really? And she bends down to look at you. 'Cause I've never seen any of our kind with worms and tail before.
That's a long story.
Well, you don't need to bore me with the details if you don't want to. It's just interesting to see another drow out here.
What brings you out here, miss? Oh, pardon. I never really got your name. My name is Quen.
Oh. Well, it's very nice to meet you, Gwen.
If I may ask, what's your name?
This Drea.
Out of character, I could not hear you, Cat.
This Drea.
Okay. Nice
Here.
to meet you, Fifth Drea. Oh. Yeah.
Pleasure's all mine. As for why I'm out here, well, how can you ignore the fresh sea air? You don't really get a feeling like this underground.
To be honest, I thought most were kind of I thought most other drow besides me were kind of snobbish. But you actually seem really nice.
Don't get me wrong, kid. If you dare to cross me, I wouldn't hesitate to slice your neck off. So, just don't get in my way, and I'm sure we're gonna be friends.
Yay. In the meantime, you asked about my appearance and why I look like this. I'm okay with sharing it as long as you keep it a secret.
You're literally gonna trust a pirate with a secret.
Yeah, sure, why not? To be honest, I've seen other drow before, and you're a lot kinder than they ever were.
Well, that's because most of them got their heads under the ground and sticks up their butt.
Why do I feel the sudden urge to cough?
You're not the only one.
You are not. I'm thinking of doing it to you just, I'm sorry, my dear. What?
As the saying goes, do you want to pull a Dazo?
Oh, in the meantime, do you need any help with anything?
Not really that I could think of. Just enjoy out here while you can, okay, kid?
Hey, Miss Zedra.
You too, kid.
So, Q&A fun times with the lower deck trio?
Yep.
First question: How did the captain know what a tricycle was? Tricycles weren't invented until 1789. I don't think the cultural technology of this setting is advanced that far yet.
I love you. I love you for that.
Sound? Should I tell him about the one plan you have the Crystal Forge
No.
Yeah, you'd be surprised at what the Crystal Forge has created throughout the years. They've invented the first tricycle.
Maybe we did.
But it's more to use to like a power wheel or something like that. Not for riding yet.
Actual Q&A between the trio down below. Well, Mr. Saber, if you have any questions regarding any of us, aside from the one from earlier, myself and my colleague can answer to the best of our abilities.
I'd say I have a few. Is there any one of you who's in charge, or is it more of an even distribution of power? A more democratic process?
More democratic, however, some of the group sees me as the leader when I don't claim to be a leader.
Okay, so I will be taking your orders above the others. Speaking of which, any particular quirks I need to know about?
You'll see them when they happen. You'll know it when you see it.
There's a smile on his face. It's the smile of, okay, that might actually be fun. So, Nephthys. Nephrite, yeah, sorry. It'll take me a bit to really get familiar with the names.
Understandable.
That's okay. Trust me, they still get my name mixed up with one of the deities.
Yeah.
Not our fault.
And, who was the Scottish one who said he was going to the kitchen?
That would be Holnir. He's actually one of our newest members.
That was
Really
out of character.
Oh.
Yeah. So let's actually ask that question in character. So, from what I'm understanding so far, we've got yourself as the leader. Holnir seems to be the group chef. The drow Quinn, let's say, he seems rather young. And Elige here?
Mm-hmm.
The others, what can you tell me about them?
Well, let's go down the list. Holnir's not our only cook. We have another person who is Null, the human. Ogman, kind-hearted, yet can be a bit overprotective. When you say he's young, try literal child. Elige is one of our best strategists when it comes down to magic use. I focus more on tactician. And Cortana, she's basically our go-to healer.
Understood. Been a while since I've worked with a proper tactician. Might be a nice change of pace. Then again, bad plans do add a little bit of extra challenge to a situation.
Yeah, with that comment, Nephrite just rolls her eyes.
Lee looks up and says, I have experience with being a soldier as well as being a wizard. So, whenever I can, I try to make plans with cooperation of the group for tactical options that include magic in their use.
I look forward to seeing your plans in action then.
However, I do have one question for yourself.
Of course, I will ask if I am able. Answer if I am able, forgive me.
I understand, and I appreciate that. Based on your questioning, you're very inquisitive. Yeah, you're also very observant. Are you truly a scout, or are you just someone that has a very insightful mind?
I'd say it's a little bit of both. I have an inquisitive mind, and therefore I am chosen to be a scout on many occasions. Of course, scout isn't my only role, nor is it my primary role, but it's one I do well enough that I'm often given that position.
Understandable. Elige, I'm sorry if I interrupted you during your study session. Do you have any more Do you need any more time, or are you good for now?
I will be doing this for quite a few hours. I will also need the spare book when I get done with this one.
I got you covered. And Nephrite will take one of the journals from her back holding and give it to Elige straight away, so that way whenever he is done, he can just go ahead and grab it. So, journals.
That would be his backup spellbook that you have.
Yep, so when you're done with that, I'll put that in my bag of holding and put that at 3. Okay, got that set.
Will that be all, Lady Nephrite?
And right after hearing Lady, she starts blushing a little bit. I'm not of nobility. No need to call me Lady. Just call me Nephrite.
As you wish. With your permission, I'd like to go assist in the kitchen.
Sure.
He gives sort of like a small bow, and I'll move the token over to the kitchen area.
Within which he can hear a bit of humming from a particularly deep voice.
Noel's more focused on trying to get it right, considering his role. It's like, if only they had better. I'm just not used to this kind of setup.
Is the door open or closed?
It's an open doorway.
Yep. He'll step into the kitchen. Excuse me, Sir Holnir. I'd like to assist with your process, if you will have me.
Alright.
Hey, more the merrier.
I do not know much about the cooking process, but I'm good with my hands and I can follow instructions well.
Alright. Got some veggies and sausages over there on the counter then. If you don't mind chopping them.
How would you like them to be chopped?
Roughly.
And out of character, he means like, does he want them to be diced? Does he want them to be in, circular slices?
Just rough. It's all going in a stew, so it don't matter.
He nods at that. And as he's working, you notice that he is cutting so automatically he doesn't really need to look at it, and he is paying very close attention to what you guys are doing. It's kind of like he's studying, not necessarily studying you, but he seems very interested in your process.
What a character. Jeez, is he a robot?
Innocent, yes!
I just imagine he's good with his hands.
Yep.
I would make a hand joke, but I don't want to.
I'm bonking myself in the head to keep my brain out the gutter.
What do you mean?
Later.
Nope.
I'll tell you when you're older, Selector.
Get me to it.
Team.
Continuing on.
So, Saber, how did you come to employ with the slippery eel?
He's out of character. Wicked, correct me if anything I'm about to say is incorrect.
Sure thing.
He's one of the more prominent businessmen, and he's one of the more prominent businessmen in the city. It was bound for me to come under his employ sooner or later, and this isn't the first time I've worked with him.
Oh, so you're mostly just independent for hire and all that.
Indeed. Makes it easier and more lucrative to get higher pay when you make yourself available to multiple customers. Besides, more job opportunities. That's the more important part.
And not tied to just one employer.
Indeed. Besides, they don't always live through the experience.
I was quite intrigued by when you mentioned that you're known by the name Saber. I'm quite familiar with works of fiction. I swear I've heard it before.
Well, if there's a character in fiction who also shares the name Saber, it is a coincidence. But then again, it's entirely possible that whoever started the name for me also read the same book. After all, I didn't choose the name for myself. It was given to me.
Yes, I think I am familiar with the that story. I believe that Saber was a member of a group called the Black Hawks, wasn't it?
Out of character, Saber was never a part of the Black. Out of character, Saber was never part of the Black Hawks.
Okay, it's been a while since I heard that story. I saw that since that series. I'm sorry.
He was for hire.
Okay, to be fair, it's a reference to both.
I get, yeah, no, it's like, I know it's reference off Stalin, but no, he was part of Mia's Pirates, and they were not. Mia's Pirates and the Black Hawks were two entirely separate.
Yeah. Like I said, it's been a while since I listened to it. I got it mixed up. Sorry.
So continuing on.
Yeah,
Yep,
please.
so next that part. So, anyways. In any case, here is how you can assist us in our business we arranged.
Say again, we've got a bit quiet there.
Oh, for a second there, might have disconnected for a second, but I'm okay now. Just curious as to how your skills can assist us if, well, I don't want to say anything just yet, don't want to jinx it or anything, you know.
He nods. I have skill in the use of bladed weapons, small hand firearms, throwing weapons, unarmed combat, improvised fighting, stealth, and other forms of observation. Undetected observation, I should say. Also, I have some minor magic to my name, mostly small illusions, and I can put those who would threaten us into a unstable state of mind.
Huh. You're to see how that turns. Curious if you would.
Breaking up again, sorry.
Dang it! What the hey?
It's the headset.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. Yeah, for me, the internet's been working fine, but maybe it's on your end, Shay. I don't know. But anyways, just curious, I'm skilled with and lightning magic. A few things here and there as well. There is one other aspect that I can do, but you'd have to see it for yourself, and it's something I don't like to be too public about.
Again, an intrigued smile from Saber. you're all giving me quite a few things to look forward to. What about yourself? I can't remember the name again.
Olnir.
What about yourself? What about yourself, Holnir? Got any particular surprises in store?
He just points to the hammerhead that's peeking out from the back of his bear cloak. And at the tankard at his side. Well, yeah.
Again, the same smile from Saber.
I smash, I drink. Simple as.
He nods, still continue. He nods, and because by this point all the things the first batch of things he's asked to chop has been chopped into very small pieces, he basically hands the chopping board with all of them on it over to Holnir.
Which he dumps it all into the stew pot.
Do you need me to chop more, or is there a different role you have for me?
That'd be it for now. Just gotta let this all soften and cook.
Indeed. In that case, I shall also see what needs to be done on the ship.
Could everyone please roll either athletics or acrobatics for a quick sec, please?
Oh no.
Everyone?